Well, we're supposed to be heading down to Orlando to watch TFC in the preseason on Saturday. We just decided to make an extra long weekend out of it. But as it sits right now, it's going to be a short weekend by the look of things. The biggest thing is now that we got someone that knows how to run a football team, Kevin Payne. He's been there, done that. So he knows what he's doing. Like he's not going to perform miracles or anything like that, but I'm sure he's got it all, a plan all laid out, and I'm sure they're putting pieces together as they come.
I have great regard for Paul Mariner. He's a good friend. He's a guy that I've competed against, and I certainly wish him nothing but the best. But I believed it was best for us, and ultimately probably best for him, if we parted ways.
Right now, at a time like this year, this time of year, there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces that you have to wait for them to some extent to settle into place.
Ryan Nelsen is due to become the new coach of Toronto.
Ryan Nelsen was in his last game before going off to manage Toronto.
Although Queen's Park Rangers are very keen to hang on to him for one. I understand QPR want him to stay.
Ryan began developing an interest in coaching at an early age and actually started to work on understanding how a coach operates as early as his first season. He, of course, had a great career in D.C., was a two-time Best 11 player, Defender of the Year. Was the captain of our last championship team in 2004, and then went on to an equally terrific career in the EPL, primarily at Blackburn.
What a stalwart he has been.
I've never grown up going, I dream to play here, I dream to do this, or I want to do that. I grew up just going, I want to play soccer, right, okay, what's the challenge? The challenge is as a 14-year-old playing with adults in that league. I've got to do well. How do I do well? I've got to do this, this, this. So I go and do that, and I get there, and then the next thing is university, and I want to be, how do I be the best at university? Go do this, this, this. I go and do that. Next thing was DC United, I want to win. How do I do that? And so on, and when I got to Blackburn, it was just another challenge, right? How do I be a good Premier League player, right? I've got to do Premier League, I've got to do this.
I think he's pretty unique among players I've been around over the years. His kind of seriousness, his focus, his planning is a little unusual. Most players are more instinctive in their approach to things, but Ryan's a real planner. And that's kind of how he plays, too.
I've been friends with Fran for many years. We talk soccer all the time. We talk philosophies, we talk tactics. We just kind of have the same kind of alignment on what we'd do if in certain situations.
Davis! Justin! Davis!
A head coach really needs a guy on his staff, at least one guy on his staff that he knows he can rely on come thick or thin.
I've obviously a college background, so it's pretty easy. I'll have majority of college coaches I'll have known for many years. So I think it's definitely a collaborative effort. Ryan stressed at the outset that we want as many sets of eyes. It just makes sense.
A lot of people don't understand is just because you might have coached at the high level doesn't mean you're good or not. It's just you've had an opportunity. I've been with coaches that have had all the qualifications, have been at the top of the so-called positions and I wouldn't go near them as my assistant. No, wouldn't touch them with a 20-foot pole.
I had met Fran years ago when he was at George Mason University, which is also where Ryan met him.
For me, it was just an obvious. It was a no-brainer. As soon as I decided, he was the first one.
I arrived then at George Mason University in DC in, I think, 2000. Literally 48 hours later, Ryan was drafted. He was in DC. We went to dinner together. I paid, so he'd owe me one. And we were together then for 4 years.
From the outside, you might think, you know, oh, he's just stepped on now, he's going to, but this has been, you know, I've been knowing how I'm going to do this team, coupled with Fran and coupled with sports science guys. You plan the whole pre-season. You plan for Vancouver.
Set me! Yeah! Oh, like a salmon out of a swamp. Yes!
When you've got new lads in the team, sometimes the only way you can bring them out of the shell is to take them out of their comfort zone.
Under, eh? Yes. Ah!
Straight away, when you get back in, you're with each other every day, eating together every day. It's what we'll talk about. We've nothing else to talk about, so you're going to talk about training. So it's good that we've had a bit of fun and that, but also it gets it out of your system as well, that you have a laugh and then everyone realises that the tough work starts again. But yeah, certainly yesterday was one of the lighter days, if you like, and no, everyone really enjoyed it.
Set me! I was over!
Set me, yeah, that was it, the volleyball. I don't think anyone set me once. I think they knew I wasn't going to do anything right.
Yes! Set me! Oh no.
I obviously grew up in Dublin in Ireland, which is a massive kind of, Celtic are obviously a Scottish team, but have a lot of Irish roots there. To grow up there was, I supported Celtic all my life, and I went, you go on trial when you're 13, 14, and plenty of options, and yeah, just when Celtic wanted to sign you as an Irish kid growing up, Catholic as well, it comes into you, it's every boy's dream really in Ireland. So I signed there, and it was a great honour to be part of the club, and no, I have no doubt in my mind it was the right decision. Obviously there was some other fantastic teams that wanted to sign me at the time, but I was as an Irish kid growing up, there's only one club really that you want to play for. When I signed at Celtic, the coach that signed me there, Tommy Burns, he was a fantastic coach. Like, I could talk all day about him being a coach and a mentor to me, but off the field, when you leave home, I was left home when I was 15, it sounds like it's a story, but when you leave home at 15, it's very, very tough. You don't know. I remember paying my first paycheck I got in. It obviously wasn't that much money, but I was looking at it thinking I'm going to get whatever it was, but then you get taxed. I never heard of tax, I didn't know when, but things like that. He was like a father figure to me really, and he put me in line, if you like. He'd kick me up the backside, if you like, when I needed it, but then was also on the other side, he'd be very, very supportive in anything. The thing was, I got a phone call at 7 o'clock in the morning from the doctor, because obviously I was very close to him. I got told before kind of other people. I was told at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I was in for 10 o'clock to train. The manager held a meeting before training. I was distraught, if you like. So were a lot of the lads in tears, but you had to train with the game on the Saturday and had to get on with it.
The true leaders come out when the stress is put on. When the real heat turns up, the real stress, and a lot of people don't like stress. You know, it's hard, and the true character comes out.
Yeah, that was probably the toughest time where I had to. I suppose everything he taught me, I'll always keep with me, and I've learned from it. But it's the first time I thought, right, I'm on my own now. I need to get on, and it's the reason I wear number 48 as well. Is he's the number, and everything it's a daily reminder that he's always with me, and the things he taught me, I'll always keep with me.
When you talk about any sort of things like leadership or motivation, or characters and individuals, you can only really talk about it when you see them under real stress.
When he first passed away, it was the first time in football I thought, right, everything he's taught me, but I'm on my own now. I don't have someone kind of walking me through life, if you like. I'm sure I'll have plenty more kind of problems or tough things in life. Rather than looking at that as a negative, I look at it as a positive now. Everything he's taught me, I'll take with me for the rest of my career, for the rest of my life, to be honest with you. And yeah, at the time, and it still is, I miss him every day, if you like, but the things he taught me are invaluable to me.
Henry, forward for Danny Kuberman, so it's onside here. Kuberman's in on goal. Support coming in the middle from Johnson, and it's a corner. That doesn't look good.
Off the bench, Andrew Wiedemann probably didn't expect to be coming in this early, but it looks like Danny Kuberman is going to be stretchered off, and Wiedemann's going to be coming into the game as his replacement. But that is a worrying sight for fans of Toronto FC. Danny Kuberman's leaving the field, left knee injury. We don't know the extent of it, but it's a concern for him.
This is my bond with the game of soccer. It's just the best game there is. Even though you think it's kind of weird because you have 22 guys on the pitch who are chasing one ball, try to put it in a net, and then people go nuts and they go celebrate. And you always have to score one goal more than your opponent. But I don't know what it is. It's just a fun game to play, and the best game to play. Only the moment it happened was really painful, and I had tears, of course, because I was sad. But after a day, you just have to get used to it because you can't change it anymore. And then, you have to look forward to your rehab. I'm not really struggling at the moment, and it hasn't been a struggle because it's just you know that you have to recover, and it's going to take months. So the struggling part will be, which will hopefully not be there, is when you're getting close to the end and you're still not coming back. But I have all the confidence that it won't happen to me. But I think that's the moment when you start struggling. For the first time, it was just an empty net. I think I shot like 20 balls. It was a great feeling to hit the net again.
With Danny and all the guys that potentially get injured, if we can keep them involved as much as we can, make them feel like they're still loved, which they are obviously, then it helps with recovery. Helps with motivation to come back.
It still is going to take time, but the sooner or the earlier the day comes, how more exciting it's going to be, of course.
today on Fuego.
Is that the first time?
Yeah.
Does it feel fine?
No.
Oh, no. Does it feel like it's going to come off?
It feels weird.
Yeah.
Stiff leg. We're heading to a game of the Orlando Magic in this beautiful Dodge with Terry Dunfield. Ozo in the back, Jonathan, and Matt Stinson.
Do you know who they're playing?
Yeah. No, you can tell me.
It's not a secret. Terry is just my best friend in the team, and it's just fun all the time. That's basically what it is. Just make fun of each other.
Yeah, no, he's slow and steady, wins the race with big coup.
Here, right, dude.
Jesus, man, hey.
I just spotted it. Nice, coup. Nice, right in here. Get on fire. Before you go. I go to the Raptors probably a dozen times a year, so no, I like it. I am a Raptor fan, but I just thought, you know, I'd support Orlando, being in Orlando, and I guess it's not a good look. Big Coops loves it, I told you so as well. As soon as he'll let you be wrong, and then he'll give you, oh, I told you so.
Most of the time he's right.
Yeah, he's
Told you so.
Yeah, we just had a fun night, and you just try to make the best out of it too. Because if you're gonna be grumpy 25 days because we're on the road, that's also not really smart. So you just have to make the best out of it, and yeah, me and Terry do that, and also with other teammates where you getting a closer bond with right now by laughing a lot and making some fun when you can, and when you train, then you work. But when you have some spare time, yeah, we laugh enough.
Yeah, I think it is. Everywhere I've ever been, there's always team walks, stay of the game, you know, after the game maybe. But yeah, it's definitely a good chance for us to get out of the room and kind of relax a bit and socialize. Kind of calm yourself a bit.
But I like to think that the players they're learning. I think they understand that they're a part of something. That's they're part of a goal and we're kind of a journey, and we're kind of walking down it at the moment, and we'll find out a lot about each other. But all I can say is that every time I've asked them to do something or work or listen, they've been absolutely fantastic. And when you get that, you can mask over a lot of other deficiencies that you might have as a squad through a willingness to learn and a work ethic. What I think is when you have to train, there's always has to be a specific purpose from that training, and if you don't have a specific purpose, then it's a waste of time.
Get out! Last one here, take it up.
If you don't have a purpose going into our training or training sessions, then it's going to correlate into the game, and the game then will have very many variables. When they go over that line, hopefully we have ticked every single box we possibly can from a management, fitness, all that. So when they go over the line, the only thing they need to worry about is performing to the best of their individual ability.
You've got to compete! You have to compete!
They can't say they were disorganised, they can't say they weren't fit enough, they can't say they were mentally not right.
I grew up kicking a ball in the street from the minute I was home from school till I went to bed. I had to be dragged off the street every night, and I think if I wasn't a footballer, I wasn't paid to be a footballer, I'd be still playing.
Is everything to me. I knew as soon as I kicked the ball at 4 that I was going to be a professional soccer player. I mean, it's you know, my life, and at the minute everything else comes second to it, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
The feeling of winning is a drug. It's so it's such a high that can't be replicated in any probably other working environment, and it just keeps you there. And I'm saying that the lows are pretty low as well.
Yeah, obviously the second half was fantastic, but for me the first half is the one that wins us. We were poor, we dug in, we didn't concede, and then you've always got a chance in the game. We gave ourselves a second chance because we weren't good enough in the first half.
It's going to be times where it's not going to be right for you. You know, the passes aren't going to be made, the steps aren't going to be right, and you've just got to hang in there as a team. And the guys did that, and they reaped their rewards in the second half. Because you know what it feels like when it wins. It's how good it is, but when you lose, it's the complete opposite.